What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Friendly Youth Podcast. This is Isaiah Tijero, and I'm here with
Elijah Tijero
and Bobby McWhirter.
That's right, y'all. That's right. I know. It's been 3,000 years. And as you could probably tell, I don't remember how to do this. But as you heard, we have a new person.
Yes, sir.
Shocking indeed. However, not only is it a new person, this is going to be your host for the foreseeable future. Which one? Nuke?
The siren.
Yeah, no, we don't have that.
Oh, excuse me. I was making the siren sound. Look, y'all, we have 2 microphones for this episode. Yep. Not 3, but we do have 3 people. So Isaiah and I are sharing, and that shouldn't be too big of a problem. It'll be all right. Trust.
So, why have we been gone? Where have we been? You're probably wondering. Well, that's none of your business. Okay. Maybe not. Okay. Busy, man. I guess. And, it's frontline youth. And I'm not going to lie, Elijah's not youthful. Now, me, of course, I'm full of youth. Full of.
Is there a Pinocchio?
Full of young spryness. But we want to keep it youthful. If you wake up and you got to crack your back, you probably shouldn't be. If you come home from work and you're talking about your hips, youth is not the word to describe you. I got to be honest. I'm not talking about anybody here, of course, but.
Of course, we don't take shots on the Frontline Youth Podcast.
Never. We've never done that ever. Not once have we ever attacked and insulted somebody on this podcast ever. If you can find the time, put it in the comments. But you'll never find the time. Yeah, they are. That's a challenge.
But they got 66 episodes to listen to.
It's
okay. They won't find it.
It's gonna take them a while. Although some of the episodes, I think it's in the title. Maybe. Potentially. Hey, look. We love everybody.
Amen.
He clapped it up. Here you go.
Yeah, so, Isaiah passed me the mic at a bad time because I'm laughing at how it said clapped it up. But anyway, so yes, this is, I'm sure it's good to hear the podcast back. For many of you out there, we just saw a comment on our way back in here. Someone was like, "Hey, hope you guys are doing well. Miss the podcast, smiley face. Miss you too." All the episodes that have been up are not going anywhere. So it's kind of like how, you watch a show or something and it comes out with a new season or comes out with a new installment or a spinoff series or something. You can still watch the other one. But there's just going to be more. And this is how it continues. This is how we get more. The Fly Podcast is continuing through the generations of youth. So with that being said, Bobby, would you like to introduce yourself? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, so my name is Bobby McWhirter. I've listened to the Fly Podcast for like a while Isaiah and Elijah were doing it. Definitely say I loved it. Great idea. They gave me the idea of starting my own podcast, which I came from Takeover the Fly Podcast. So now I got a question for y'all two.
Uh-oh.
So what is a reason for having me taking over? Why?
Who's starting?
You got the mic.
Oh, golly! Bro said I'm the host now. I am the one who knocks. Y'all shouldn't know that reference, though. The reason for passing it down, I think Isaiah might have mentioned earlier that he and I are getting kind of old. I mean, it's been real. it's been a cool thing, but obviously for a youth thing, it's got to go to new people, or it can't stay. It won't be youth anymore. As far as it depends on your scope of youth. Some people think, you're not done being young until you're like 40 or something. But anyway,
Those people are just in denial.
yeah. So, y'all, I didn't have the mic during that time. I don't know if y'all heard what Isaiah just said. He was talking about the hips again. But anyway, yes. Full answer. The reason to pass it down is because we're not staying young forever. We need some fresh new blood, especially somebody as eager and prepared as far as your resolve to take on the task, that it would end up in good hands and not like, because we've talked about, this has been in the, what do you call it? It's been coming, and we've spoken about who would take over the podcast. And we think, did I say podcast? We'll say who's going to take over the podcast, and you think about it and be like, oh no, nobody can do it, but you're somebody who can do it. So, hey, Bobby.
Your turn, Isaiah.
Yeah. Elijah tried to hit a button. He failed. That's really why we're changing. Oh, never mind. He could do it. He's getting old, man. I'm telling you. Okay, no. As we've stated, probably in episode 1, is the vision of Fly, which is to disciple young people to be more than whatever they were before. It's not about having it be like, yeah, we're in Fly and we have fun and no. It's about rising up into new ministries, having a space to do maybe something that you wouldn't be able to do in another area or in regular, facets of ministry. Frontline Youth offers a lot of opportunity for younger individuals to branch out into things that they find interesting and see what sticks, to see what they would be good at, see how they can grow themselves in whatever ministry they decide to be in. And I feel as though it's a good opportunity, obviously, to have new people, Bobby, joining and taking over, because that's the mission. That's what it's all about, to have people, rise up into ministry, and not having things stay stagnant.
Yeah. Before we let you ask another question, so the listeners, you guys, unless you're here at our local church and you know about Fly as it originated, the group, and not all the things that come as a part of it, unless you're part of that group of people, you wouldn't know that we're having a change of leadership with the Fly ministry here back home. And so it, over the past few years, the one that shall not be named did a wonderful job, introducing Fly as what it is today, kind of raising us up in the ministry. He and his wife were leading Fly when Isaiah was still going all the time, which made you what, like 19? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So Isaiah hasn't been 19 for a little bit, but I am experiencing more symptoms of oldness physically. I don't know what's going on, guys. You got to pray for me. Anyway, but with the change of leadership, something that they're reiterating, which has been a constant theme of Fly, is that, hey, look, we have nice things. We have ministries. We have some things that work like a well-oiled machine, but if young people aren't going to do it, it's not going to get done. And what that does is create the vacuum for, young people to learn things early, to challenge themselves and to pick up skills. And it comes with bumps and bruises along the way, but in the end, it ends up with the young people developing into everything that their predecessors were.
Definitely well said. So now, you listeners are probably wondering, okay, since I'm taking over, what's going to happen to the podcast? You're probably like, okay, so this is obviously somebody different. You guys can clearly tell that that it's gonna be different in some ways. So we're gonna talk about the future of the podcast. So for my vision, so I love what Isaiah and Elijah did. They did wonderful job. I would definitely say that they did a wonderful job. I loved it, and I can tell people loved it because you guys clearly are listening to it. So me, I definitely want more guests.
Yeah. Okay.
I want more guests on it. I kind of want to expand it, and I know that means I have to talk to people. Sadly. So
Okay.
I have to talk to people, build relationships, so I can have more guests. And another thing is I want to create us a website for it. So it's like it's easier to find. We already have it, and my plan is I want to keep doing what Elijah are doing, where they talk about serious topics, but there's still humor in it. It's fun, and I definitely want to keep the soundboard 100%.
Okay. Now, are you keeping these sounds that you're hearing today, or
Probably these sounds. Probably add some different ones.
so? Have you ever heard like people talk about laugh tracks? I know. People talk about laugh tracks in shows like iCarly or Lab Rats or whatever other shows have those. And they're like, you know, it's crazy. These were recorded like 40, 50 years ago. It could be dead people on here. Like, but for this right here, not that we're dead, but this, that sound effect, that's me and Isaiah clapping. So like, if you do use that very same sound, it's going to be like, bro, we're there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Could y'all hear that?
Yes.
Okay, well, if that didn't sound like a clap, then think about how much skill had to go into making this right. All right, but anyway, but yeah, okay. So you got some new objectives here.
Yes.
Reaching out to more people.
Yeah. Definitely want to reach out to more people, and yeah, just basically want to keep it like pretty much the same. Not too many things are going to be different.
Yeah.
I know. I will definitely say just keep listening. I know I will not be as funny as Isaiah and Elijah because I'm going to be honest, a great duo as podcast for a podcast. But
Speaking of the duo dynamic, you're planning right now to continue solo, right?
yes, right now.
So it's just like Bobby solo host, guests as often as possible.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because right now I'm not sure. I would want a second host, but I'm not sure who. So we'll make sure we let you guys know if I do decide to do a second host. I'll let you guys know.
All right. Isaiah, can you tell the audience about Bobby a little bit from your perspective? They need to know from the old guys what we think of the new guy.
Bobby's cool. Thanks, Elijah. Yeah, Bobby's cool. I feel as though I've watched him grow as a man, as a Christian. And I can see him taking a position of leadership and maturity that is required to head up a ministry, which is what he is doing. So from my perspective, I feel like there's nobody else I would have chosen for the job. I'm hoping that you guys agree and that we're leaving the podcast in good hands. And those are my thoughts.
Let's go. As for me, did that pick up in the mic? No. Oh my gosh, no. But there's a smaller gap between Bobby and I as far as age, and so I've also seen him kind of the same way as Isaiah has, just like watching him grow through ministries and stuff. We were actually in children's church together for a minute, I think.
Yeah.
Back in my day. But we do these discipleship nights sometimes with Fly they'll have some of the young guys come up and do sermons. And myself and some of the other guys have joked about how Bobby's ready to go to conference next week and just go ahead and get up there with the amen and then all those guys and just spit that heat. But contrary to what he said, I think you guys are in for a good bit of humor, but it is in his own way. So be prepared for oh yeah. Yep, be prepared for that.
Well, we'll definitely say I'm glad I kept a good image, I'm glad I have grown, and I'm glad that they chose me to take on this responsibility and to lead forward for the Fly podcast. Because I will definitely say I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to go forward with them. Obviously, this is not going to be the last time you guys hear them, because I will 100% want them back as guests. That would be awesome. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for the future. And don't be upset that you can be sad that they're leaving, but hey, don't take it out on me in the comments.
Let's go. Don't take it out on bro in the comments. This is your host. This is our host. All right. Isaiah and I will become listeners and sometimes guests.
Correct. So that means we're in the comments.
We will be in the comments flaming y'all, arguing with y'all, like downvoting. That's Reddit. You know what I'm talking about.
Disliking all of your comments that are mean. Yeah. No. But obviously, we hope that you take this transition in stride, that you guys are joined with us with the decision that we're making, and that you treat Bobby with the same love and respect that you treated us. Maybe a little bit more, because some of those comments had no love and no respect. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, you. See, the trick there, I'm not actually talking about anybody, but whoever said, oh, is he talking about me? Yep. Yeah, I'm talking about you.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway. But no, hopefully you guys will appreciate this new era, the start of a new path, blazing a trail, if you will. Shout out episode 4. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about where this is going to go. Hopefully you guys are as well. I'll leave you with your host now.
All right. Well, not sure what else there's more to say. Not sure if you guys have anything else to say or say your guys' goodbyes to the audience for now.
Okay. Stupid,
Love
bro.
you guys.
Oh my gosh. Yes. But man, as much as you guys have prayed for us, man, pray for Bobby. As much as you guys have, if you've ever had to bear through an episode or a difficult time like our hiatus or anything like that, be willing to bear with Bobby, because when you do that, as the listeners, you're faithful and you're there, you enable him to be able to come out with his best and what you're looking for. And that way you can continue to get everything you want and need out of the podcast. So, yeah, give him your support just like you gave us yours, because it has been amazing. And, Isaiah said, I don't know if you heard, but we love y'all.
Yeah, we love you guys.
I'm sorry, guys. All right. Look, hopefully there's going to be no more of that. But look, I just tried to hit a soundboard. Look, all right. I missed, okay? I missed the input, and I wanted to hit this. But anyway, it's over now. No more nuke. Should we cut that back?
It's over. Look. Thank you, guys. Bobby, close us out.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys for listening. Please join us in this new era, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Peace.
Peace. Season 4.